Hey everyone, Dr. Mike here. One of the requests in your feedback forums were give us more things to do. And we're going to do that here this morning, and I'm going to try to keep it quick. Number one, I study the things that I have the biggest difficulty with in my own life, right? So I know I want more peace. I know I want more contentment. I know I want more happiness. So what is that? That's the serotonin, right? We know about the dopamine. The dopamine's the party one. The dopamine says, hey man, I liked it, give me more. Serotonin says, hey, that was good, I'm good. And so in that struggle, there's always, at least in my life, there's always that moment where we can make a decision where we know what we want, which is the dopamine thing, but we know what we probably should do. I was doing a coffee fast, not too darn long ago, a couple months ago, and I was at the office and I was saying, Jiminy Christmas, a cup of coffee would just be great because I love it. And Mandy says, just breathe. And she was joking, but she was like, just breathe. And I was like, holy cow, that's a great situation. So I thought, hey, when we feel the need to go after that dopamine, and we all have our own guilty pleasure, don't get me wrong. I've got mine, you've got yours, and we all know what they are. That list is pretty solid in our brain. The list that's not solid in our brain is what are some things we can do in that moment of decision that would kick off serotonin. So here's 10 of them. Number one, breathe, right? That's number one. We talked about Wim Hof breathing. I'll go more into detail in a different video. Exercise, take a walk, go do yoga, go do something, just move. Don't just sit there, move. Podcast. I like to take walks and do a podcast that's inspiring at the same time. Journal about the feelings that you're having, okay? Just get it out on paper. And so then you can take a step back and you can look at that and say, hey, what should I do instead? Call somebody. I have a great buddy that I call. I say, hey, Todd, I'm really feeling the pull to do this. Tell me why that's a bad idea again. Give me the bigger picture on the side of serotonin. So call somebody. Look at your to-do list. I almost always have things that I haven't gotten done, and pick something that would serve somebody else. We're talking about connection here. Call somebody. Pick something that would serve someone else. Write a thank you card. Great way to connect. You can do it in an email. Man, a handwritten thank you card, there's just not enough of those anymore. Think of someone that you are inspired by and find some way to tell them what it is about them that inspires you. The very worst thing you can do, but it's better than going after the dopamine, is take a nap. Just take a rest. You probably didn't hit a ton of serotonin, but at the same time, you didn't do the dopamine. Remember, dopamine's the hot water, serotonin's the cold. We don't get enough cold, believe it or not. We have way too many ways to indulge in the dopamine, but there's 10 ways that you can stop, make a pivot, do something that's going to connect and serve with someone else. We love you.